Many authors send me their edited manuscripts telling me they're ready to publish. And clearly, they have, in fact, hired professional editors. But the book is still not good. What has gone wrong? If you're about to hire an editor for your book, you need to watch this video. Hey, I'm Julie the Book Broad, an award-winning author and the founder of a fantastic company called Book Launchers. We're your professional self-publishing team, helping you write, publish, and sell nonfiction books that grow your business and make you money. See? Book Launchers. I've talked about hiring editors and the difference between content or developmental editing, copy editing, and proofreading before. But after seeing more than a dozen manuscripts in the last couple of months that have been edited or that are supposedly publish ready that were so far from publish ready, I thought it was worth explaining where good intentions go wrong when it comes to hiring editors. So I've come up with a list of 3 ways hiring a professional editor goes wrong for authors. Now, before we get into those 3 ways, let me be clear. 100% of authors need editors. You cannot edit your own work. No matter how experienced of a writer you are or how detailed you are, your brain plays tricks on you and you will only see how something is supposed to be written, not how it's actually written. Also, stuff that makes sense to you, quite likely doesn't make sense to other people. Even when you know this and you know you have to hire professionals, you might still go wrong when you hire editors. Here are the 3 ways I see it go wrong for even the most well-intentioned authors. Number 1, you hire an editor, but your book really needs help to develop the concept further. This is the most common problem I encounter. I've even seen this when people have hired ghostwriters. Editors are not the same as writing coaches. In fact, editors are more analytical than a writing coach or a story expert. The best editors are detail-oriented and process-driven in most cases. A good writing coach is going to be driven to influence and communicate in a way that's engaging. They're typically much more creative than an editor. And a lot of books might need someone like that first, someone to develop the concept further. Make sure you've made an argument that's compelling and interesting above all else. Editing improves the writing, but it's not usually going to develop the core message and idea enough to make the book really great. Number 2, you hired an editor, but you weren't clear on what you expected the results of the edits to be. I had someone say this to me recently. I hired an editor, but she didn't make my book better, she just made it grammatically correct. If you hire a copy editor, you're going to get a copy edit. Some great copy editors will flag areas of your book that need improvement, but their job is to follow a list of rules and make sure your book follows those rules. If you want an editor that's going to make your book better, you need a story expert. See point 1. Or you need to hire a developmental editor or make it clear that you're looking for someone to dig in and help you figure out how to make this book better. Before you're hiring an editor, spell out what that looks like. Do you want them to actually write out how to write a paragraph so it would read better? Or do you want it flagged with questions so that you can do the work? The more you lay out the expectations of your editor in advance, the more you set yourself up for success. The 3rd place I see people go wrong, you hired an editor without checking their experience. Every 3 or 4 months, we bring on a new editor to the Book Launchers team. When I open up the hiring process to editors, I usually get somewhere between 50 to 100 applications. Of those, and this is the really important thing for you guys to realize, of those, only about 10% are actually professional editors. So many people say they can copy edit, but they base that on the fact that they edited web content at their work, or they edited some papers, or they've edited 1 or 2 books in the past. When I'm hiring editors for our team, the first thing I do is look at their resume or their LinkedIn page. If their current job title isn't editor, I move on. I want people who eat, sleep, and breathe editing. I don't want somebody who can do your book cover, your layout, your editing, and walk your dog. If they haven't edited a bunch of other books in my genre, which is nonfiction, ideally business books or memoirs, I move on, and you should too. Someone may have a great eye for mistakes, but that is not the same as being an experienced and professional editor. If editing isn't how someone makes the majority of their income, I don't consider them a true pro, and I'm not hiring them, and you probably shouldn't either. For more on hiring editors, check out this video right here. Editors are the most expensive part of your book publishing process, unless you're working with a ghostwriter, and then Again, the writer should be the highest paid person on your team. But if you're doing the right thing and you're investing in editors, make sure they're going to make your book better. And often this means you need different people to do different roles. At Book Launchers, we have story experts or writing coaches who will help with the concept before anybody does any editing on the book. Then we have a different person do the content edit, then a different person do 2 rounds of copy edit, and then another person still who will do proofread. Believe me, the margin on our book projects would be much higher without involving all these experts. But then the books we would produce wouldn't be half as good. Every professional is worth it, but make sure you're getting the right people at the right time in your book publishing journey to get the best results. And if you want professional guidance and you're working on a nonfiction book that will help you become the name people know or build your business, Book Launchers. We would love to help you. Just take a couple of minutes to tell me about your book at booklaunchers.com application, and then we can hop on the phone and chat about it. Now, do you have an editing gone wrong story or something else to think about when you're hiring editors? If so, please go ahead and share in the comments below. And when you comment on the day a video is released, you'll be entered to win some sweet #NoBoringBook swag, like a mug or a journal, or every once in a while, this beautiful No Boring Books Book Launchers hoodie. Like this tip? Smash that thumbs up button. Go ahead, try it. It feels so good. And make sure you subscribe to the channel so we can hang out every Tuesday and Friday when a new video comes out. Now, I highly recommend you check out this video on the different kinds of editors and what they do. Or if you're already up to speed on that one, then this brand new video could be exactly what you need to see. Either way, go ahead, click on one of them. I can't wait to see you over there. Click it.